Hey folks, John with Complete Technology Solutions, your friend in the computer business. And yes, we are absolutely still putting that to the poll. We're going to be changing up our tagline a little bit here, guys. And you guys have been helping me out a lot. In fact, I have had some crazy good answers down there. And we'll have a poll up on that shortly. But that's not why we're here today. Here we go. Yeah, guys, I really want to thank you guys for helping me out with this. This channel has always felt more like a family to me than some sort of independent venture. So that's why I always ask for a lot of feedback from you guys, and I love talking to you in the chat. You guys all see that. I actually respond to every comment that's out there. It is getting tough. There are a lot of comments, but I've still managed to hit them all at this point. If in the future it becomes harder, I'll let you guys know, and I'll still obviously answer all the ones that I can. But I want you to know this channel is for you. It really is. It's not for me. It's for you guys. So if you have suggestions or things you want to see, just let me know, and that'll start down here with the rebranding. So we'll see how that does. But well, today we are here with our friends from GunHanger.com. Guys, we did a quick interview with these guys when I was out at SHOT Show. Check this out. All right, guys, so you love innovation? I know you do, so check this out, GunHanger.com. We're gonna have a full video out on this, but check this out. You go up to your closet, you open up your garments, all of your weapons are stashed in your closet. Guys, you wanna talk about innovation, check this thing out. But that's all you're gonna get right now. We'll talk about it next week. And frankly, the product, it intrigued me. You know, invention is something I really like, especially when you're dealing with something that you never really thought about or maybe never even considered might be kind of useful. Well, when they put it out there for me, and I told them, look, you guys got to get me one down here because I thought of a couple uses that even they hadn't. They sent me one down here to test, guys, so you're going to see it with me live here on the show. And I got to tell you, the first thing I'm seeing on this, and you could probably see this from Stumpy here, made in the USA. I've been assured these are all made here, which means that this guy's got hands on it. He's not outsourcing this stuff. It's American labor that's putting it together with American parts. That's hugely important to me too, and I love that. I love that concept. So let's crack open this thing. I have wanted to see this for a while. Oh, and I know you got to be wondering what the M17's over here for. Gee, I can't imagine. All right. Let's see what we got going here. And I have not opened this yet, guys. I wanted to see it with you together so we can kind of both be surprised. What else we got here? Is that it? Boy, it is taped up, let me tell you. Hang on a second here. There we go. And there we go. Yeah, it's funny because when I talked to them, I looked at it and I thought, God, there's another use for this. I know what we could do with this. Here we go. Cracking it open. All right. Looks like I had a piece of tape at the back there I missed, but that's okay. All right. So in here we get our instructions and a really cool sticker, guys. I love that. Very basic instructions. Pretty simple assembly on this thing. It is adjustable to multiple different lengths and sizes of weapons, which is also very cool. And from what I understand, there are accessories that are going to be available to add different, not only like different types of weapons, but multiple different handguns or, you know, different rifles in the same hanger, which is pretty cool. So, all right, let's crack it open and see what we got in here. So in our first bag, that looks like a bracket. Guys, that is really heavy duty plastic. I like that. Throw some paper over there. Next in here, we've got the hanger portion of it. Guys, you know, I know this might actually look like one of those plastic hangers you see, but that is dense. That is not your typical hanger. You don't just bend this thing. It's crazy strong. So, and of course, you'd want it to be because you're dealing with stuff that has a lot of value to it, and you certainly wouldn't want it falling to the ground. But I appreciate build quality, that's for sure. All right, cracking into this one. Now, this is going to be, my guess is the bottom piece where the weapon will actually sit. Looks like we get a bag of screws and assembly things. That's kind of cool, too. And, all right, this is going to be the adjustable bar, guys. Once again, made out of that same super strong plastic. This is going to go down the barrel of the weapon in order to hold it in place. That's actually kind of cool, too. We're going to get into that because I want to see how you size it. And this is the main body, or I guess it would be the body of the gun hanger itself. So let's crack it open. Right off the bat, guys, it is brushed aluminum. That is really nice looking. And we'll get to the second one. Oh, look at that. Think gun safety. I love it. And this is a patent pending product, guys. So he is actually getting a patent on this, which is pretty cool. I love that sticker, guys. And I know they're probably going to end up watching this video too. If more people thought gun safety, then it'd be a much safer world, that's for sure. So, all right, let's get this. I'll tell you what, let me get this off the bench here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow these instructions, and I'm going to go ahead and put this thing together. I don't want you guys to have to watch that because it's pretty, as you can see, it's pretty darn basic. Hook on, right where everything plugs into. But I'm going to hook it all up, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, and here we have the fully assembled gun hanger. Now, this thing looks like a trip, right? I mean, seriously, you kind of look at it and you go, what in the world does this thing do? Let me show you what they had in mind here. Now, this inner barrel slides into this outer tube, which means that you can go, this is the smallest configuration, and you can move, this is actually where your rifle is going to sit. This will move up and down as well. So, if you've got, say, your M17, right? You want to go up through it and then slide the back in, and this is how it will sit into your closet. Now, on the back side here, this I find kind of cool. This is for pistols. Now, any pistol will fit this, obviously, but you can move this up and down as well or add on more than you want. But like, say, for instance, we've got the Byrna, okay? And it's going to sit just like that. Guys, look at that. That is really cool. So this would be in your closet. You could have a coat over it or whatever, and this is how your weapons would actually sit. I don't know why. I find this really, really cool, and it's a great invention. I mean, they're not going anywhere. Those are actually locked into place. They're not actually going to fall out or anything else. So, like, I'll take it back here, and I can hang it up right there, and there you go. So that could be inside any closet. Now, one thing I would like to see, and I'm gonna send them an email and ask about this, because where the hanger is on top, do you see how that's pivoting sideways? It doesn't have the ability to change the location from this point to this point on the actual hook itself. It's a fixed location going sideways with the hanger. It would be nice if, and I know they probably didn't do it because if they use some kind of a swivel, you have a point right there where you'd have a weak point. But if you had some sort of a push down mechanism that you could lock and change position from this to this, just based on the configuration of your closet. Because there might be some people, like, for instance, in this case, I would almost have that sideways so that it was facing sideways on the stage here. So once again, we're talking about this hook. It'd be really cool if that would pivot. Other than that, guys, that's sick. Come on. And here's the real kicker. They're not very expensive. And this is an early iteration of this, guys. They're going to get even better. Now, where I thought about, and give me your opinion on this, we have an airsoft field. A lot of you guys know that up here. We rent gear. And trust me, guys, it becomes chaos at the end of the day when you've got 20 people coming in to get gear and 20 people coming back in to return gear. You end up with piles of it. But on something like this, you could have the rental weapon, you could have your sidearm, you could have your BBs, everything, your vest on one hanger in a closet, just lined up side by side. That is a very creative use. In fact, I think that may be something that we're looking at, integrating these into our airsoft field for that exact reason. But for homes, guys, if you want, like we're talking about the M17, this is not something you're sticking under your pillow. It's not something you're going to leave sitting on your nightstand, right? You'd want to have somewhere where you've got this thing stored, you'd be able to access it when you need it, and certainly something that nobody would even suspect to look for. So pop it in your closet. There you go. You cannot look at that and say it ain't cool. There's just no way around it, guys. That is really cool the way that sits. Now, if this had the hook like we were talking about, it would sit something more along the lines of, and I'm going to try this diagonally, like that in the closet. See? Guys, I actually might leave that there. I'm just saying. That looks extremely, extremely cool, and I may just have to leave that there in the background. Well, let me know down in the description. What do you think? Should we leave it there? just like that in that configuration. Well, I mean, obviously without my burner, of course. I'll put another one on there because I want the burner on here. But you get the idea, right? But yeah, I thought you get a kick. Guys, I'm going to drop a link for their description down there. Oh, one other thing. They do have these little spacers, and I will show Stumpy. If you've got a sidearm or a pistol that's got a shorter barrel, obviously the Byrna's got a very long barrel and it went down there without a problem, but use this to space out the length that you got on that rail so that your barrel isn't actually going all the way down to the round. So you can set it to whatever you want from, if you had all these on there, that'd be like a micro, like a 380 or something, maybe a 22. Well, probably not a 22. I think the rail's a little big, but like a 380 or anything like that, and then all the way up to however big you want to go as far as pistols. And I know that they do offer the racks themselves, so you can add 3 or 4 pistols down that rack without a problem. In fact, you could remove the rifle and add pistols down both sides of it. That would look really sick. And guys, one other thing about this that's actually really cool. What you are seeing is in the most condensed version of this. This rail will extend all the way down to almost the floor. So if you've got longer weapons or you've got a ton of pistols that you'd like to hang up or display, man, it'll do it all. I mean, it'll literally go from this configuration all the way down to the floor. That is smushed as far as it can possibly go. So expandability, oh yeah. It'll pretty much take any weapon that you want to put on there. That's really cool too. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm dropping descriptions down there for you on these guys. Go take a look. They're really, really nice guys. And this is what we want. We want innovation. We want people to come up with ideas. So let's show them we appreciate it. Just go over and take a look for me. So have a fantastic weekend, guys. Oh, before you leave, Umarex just shipped me something else. I've never seen anything like this. And the way it is packaged is ridiculous. I am shooting that one tomorrow. Don't miss it. Have a great night, guys. Bye-bye.